With the uptick in the professionals using and fine-tuning artificial intelligence by building better algorithms, one company is focused on building better data, and it's being transparent, giving everyone insight on how data is used to train. Well, that company is called Project Rhizome because every teacher needs a TA. The founder of the company is Dr. Eric James Stevens, and he is actually doing another project right now that could also use some of your old research papers and put a few dollars in your pockets. Well, Dr. Stevens, thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Absolutely, thank you. Well, first, what's Project Rhizome? Because every teacher needs a TA.
Um, Project Rhizome is the first phase of me building this AI powered teaching assistant. I've secured $5,000 from an idea accelerator called Builders and Backers, and they're working with Heartland Forward. So thank you to them. And they've given me this $5,000 to try this out, this idea. And my idea, rather than spending it on coding or things like that, is to give it to students who have data. Because I believe that what we need is really better data. And I want to be able to take that data from the people who are creating it. And I want to give them money for it. And so every time a student donates one of their old essays, they get a chance to win $500. I've already given away two $500 prizes to students at Boston College and Kennesaw State University.
So, what type of research papers are you looking for?
Really, it's anything that you've written for a class that is written in English, that is between 3 to 15 pages, that makes an argument or a proposal.
How many of those papers have you already collected? You're looking for 5,000, but how many of the 5,000 have you already received?
We're at sitting about 40 right now, 45 if I check again. And so we have a long ways to go, but I'm kind of timing it for anticipating the end of the semester. I feel a lot of essays are going to be coming in once students start completing them.
And how many of those papers can I do double submissions? Can I submit more than one research paper?
Absolutely. I'll take as many as you have. So you can submit as many as you'd like. I had one student, I think they submitted 6 of their essays.
And once you've already received these essays, what do you do with them?
So that's where it gets fun and exciting. So we have all of these really cool artificial intelligence companies that are coming out, and all of them are hidden behind a black box. We don't know what's going on, and we don't know how it was made. As someone who fundamentally loves this technology and a teacher who wants to know what's going on in my classrooms, I want to know what's going on in those algorithms. And so I'm building a system that is going to be a crowdsourcing way to tap this community of professionals that I've met on LinkedIn who love writing and they want to help build something. And so it's going to be a platform where you can go in and you can grade a sentence against a piece of criteria. And then we take that data and we turn it into an algorithm. And so essentially, we're at about 20 to 25 criteria right now, and each sentence is going to be read at least twice per criteria. So that means that by the end, my algorithm in a matter of seconds will be able to read and critique an essay, and every sentence having been read, I'm bad at math, 40 times. Um, Teachers don't have that kind of time today, and students want that kind of feedback. We can use artificial intelligence to give that to them.
Absolutely. I was going to ask you this. What's the benefit to professors and teachers who may have a lecture hall of about 100 students and you're going through paper 15 pages per student? This would actually be a benefit to the professors and teachers.
Oh, absolutely. My product, like I'm right now, I am talking to students. Like I want student essays. But the reason for that is so I can build a product that helps teachers. As a teacher myself, I was teaching four sections, 25 students apiece. They were turning in every 2 weeks 8 pages of content, and I was expected to provide feedback to them, and I did by creating a rubric. And I was able to use that rubric so well, I think, that other people at the university who were not teaching writing classes were saying, hey, we can use that rubric in our class because they needed to save time too. They didn't want to spend 30 minutes grading a paper. They wanted to spend 2 minutes grading a paper. now that I've used that rubric so many times and my understanding of data and analysis, I know how I can train an algorithm on that rubric itself too.
Okay. What should teachers be doing right now? How do we help you?
Teachers, you have students, please share this whole thing with them. Projectrhizome.com/donate. Please share this with them. Your students are working hard, and they deserve to have their work read, and they deserve to have feedback, and you deserve to have a break and to not feel burnt out and to stay in the position in the teaching position that you love. I want to help that. And so in order for me to do that, help me spread the word. Help me get your students $500. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
Absolutely. I hope there's a little stipend for the teachers that get those students that $500. So go ahead and dig
Ooh,
up
that's
those
a great
old.
idea, actually.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
we should have had a conversation before this, Charmaine.
It's okay, we can continue the conversation. Well, go ahead, folks, and dig up those old research papers. You could win some cash, $500 up on the table. Thank you again, Dr. Eric James Stevens, founder of Project Rhizome.